Today, I'll be talking about the causes of the American Revolutionary War. Now, as seen in Major Problems in American History, Volume 1 by Elizabeth Cobbs, in the beginning, the colonists were very proud to be British. They were proud to be British colonists and British citizens. And it wasn't until um, at least the Currency Acts of 1751 where the colonists began to feel small amounts of resentment towards the mother country. Because basically what the Currency Acts of 1751 did were put restrictions on the colonists so that they could not make their own money within the colonies. And this was only a small problem until the French and Indian War, where the major problems started occurring between the colonists and the mother country, Great Britain. Due to the war, King George III had to spend a great deal of money on expensive supplies for the army as well as the colonies. Because of this, he went deeply into debt, and after the war was over, imposed a great deal of taxes on the colonies without their consent. This would later go on to be called taxation without representation, and this would be used, of course, by the colonies to bring up arms against Great Britain in the end. After the war, after the French and Indian War, of course, there were several other factors that would lead up to the Revolutionary War. One of these being the Proclamation of 1763, in which King George III prevented the colonists from migrating west of the Appalachian Mountains. And this, of course, enraged many colonists because they felt that they had earned the right to move out west after defeating the French and the Indians, of course, in the French and Indian War. And they felt that they had been robbed of course, a spoil of war, a reward. Of course, after that, the Boston Tea Party would take place a little ways down the road, and the colonists basically boarded a ship to boxes, crates full of tea, and dumped them into the ocean. Of course, wasting thousands of dollars of British supplies, and Britain was enraged by this. And of course, after this, declared even more acts and enacted more taxes in anger at the colonists. This would all lead up to the battles of Lexington and Concord, in which the first shots of the American Revolutionary War would be shot and fired, and America would fight its way to freedom. Thank you.